Hello. I'm going to be pushing no buttons. I'm back. It's been a while. I started a new project. I got inspired on YouTube from a gentleman by the name of Gardner Photographs. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. So I figure he was doing Project Sour Apple, I think it is, and he's doing a Mac G4, custom Hackintosh, I believe it, and I figured I'd do my own, but I put Linux in it, but because I just can't, frankly, afford, a Hackintosh. You can't afford the processors, not with, my current job set and all that junk. So I had a friend come over, we painted it, made a Walmart run, and got paint that matched as close as we could, and we put it all back together, and we think it looks pretty damn good. So it's not quite done. I still have a couple panels to paint. I got a couple things to do. The feet aren't painted. A couple of the buttons aren't painted, the hardware and whatnot, but the case is completely gutted, so I'm going to show you it now. Sorry, my pool table's a little dirty. So here are the Jaeger bottles, and my cat. He's helping me out today. So, let's put this up here. So the bottle's mostly green, so the case had to be mostly green. And then it only had like some orange accents and some brown in the bottle. So instead of painting the outside of my handles, I taped it off and painted the inside. So you get these kind of, cool bits of plastic inside, so you could see through them. So I thought that was pretty different. I've seen a lot of people paint the inside a different color than they paint the outside. And I've used this technique before, painting the inside of plastic to get a gloss finish that you don't have to worry about, fingerprints or anything like that. Let me see if I can. I painted the front panel. It's all green. There's no Apple logo. There's no buttons. I haven't put them in yet. The button for the DVD drive, I didn't want to paint because my finger's going to be on it a lot. And so let's turn over to the side. So the Apple logo and the handle is brown, because there are some brown here in the bottle, within the circle. So we thought that looked pretty damn good. Let's turn it over to this side. And this side's just, all green with the brown apple. Dust crap. All the hardware is going to be painted. I'm not sure if I'm going to paint it black or paint the same colors. Say like this hardware should be orange, I guess. But then that's just too much to get a hold of and tape off and paint. And I'm just lazy. All right. So since I painted this, I've had some problems with opening this case. The inside's completely gutted. There's nothing in it. I took the I/O boards out. I was told that there's a gentleman over in the UK that makes custom I/O boards. I figure I'm gonna try and get a hold of a motherboard tray and see how that works out first before I go and order anything overseas. You can see I removed the DVD trays, the power supply, the fan, the hard drive. I left the buttons because I had to fiddle with that to get the button to work with the motherboard that I'm going to pick. And then I popped off all those goofy looking stands that was on here. Some blunt force. And I painted, the handle. You can see the handle's painted like this handle is painted like the top handles. It's the top is masked off, and it was painted from behind. So I figured I'd get a lot of use. This case was in pretty bad shape when I first got it 2 years ago, and then not to mention it moved twice, and whatnot. Work area is all dirty, but that's pretty much it. And then when it goes back together, I am getting some rubbing up in this area. I don't know if that's from taking it apart, from drawing out the rivets. So that snaps in, and then this side you just have to give it a good whack and it closes. So I figure I still put the power supply back up in there, because there's already a spot for it, might as well. And then go from there. I have to order the motherboard. The motherboard's cheap, but I have to wait till my next check because I got all my bills to pay, So that's that. And then over here I have the rest of my panels that I have to paint. There's the back plate that has to be painted. And then what the motherboard used to sit on, the opening mechanism, that's going to be painted. What else is in here? The IO cover plate, that's got to be painted. I thought there was other stuff in here. Maybe I took it out. The bottom pieces that go on the bottom, they have to be painted. I forgot about those last night. Here's the fan tray. So I'm going to reuse this, cut it up so it's not hideous like it does now. I can still have a bunch of screws. I have the baby Apple logo that goes on the front. That's going to be painted from the back, so the front's going to be masked off. And so it's real nice and glossy from the front. I thought I had other stuff over here. Here's the DVD tray, which is going to be, modified. I think I'm going to slide one of the hard drives in there. I'm going to try and get a nice big one, because I have a Mac, and that hard drive's almost full. That sucker's like, I don't know, it's a black MacBook, so it's got to be, it's old, but it still runs like it's brand new. It's just cluttered. But that's my project. We're going to be working on it in the next couple of weeks. Late nighters. Because, you always work better at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Everyone does. You're just more creative. Don't ask me. I don't understand. It just is. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.